Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So Georgia's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. They'll love being in Miami for the Orange Bowl. So much history and tradition. So many championships have been won in this game. But Kirk, they've been playing this since 1935. Can you tell me who won that first Orange Bowl?
You know what's funny is I actually asked the Sunshine Scooter, who's from Miami, just in case you might ask me that question, so I have an answer. Miami played the Bison of Bucknell, and Bucknell upset them. Talk about a team coming out of left field and pulling off an upset even back then. But who would have guessed how much this game in the college football world would change since then?
Short pass finds the tight end. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Gets into space at the 50. Tackle made after a big gain. Well, the big fellow's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain in the first down.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Quick catch over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Incompletion sets up a second down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Pass caught. Can he get in? And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now. Dogs will line up now. It's first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. You come out in the playoff game, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Mountaineers offense comes out for their first possession today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. It tests the middle to get stuck. That run goes nowhere.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Off with RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable, but it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
Hold it, open.
That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pass here on second down. And it's incomplete. Might have heard some footsteps there over the middle. Now it's going to bring up third down. See if the offense can move the chains. Stop that incompletion. Drops back. Looking to throw for it on third down. Hit as he releases it. And the pass ball is incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. This is a low liner. This won't go a long way. Fair catch made near the 45. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He eludes the rush. And a sophomore making an impact play.
I love to see defenses be aggressive. They dial up the heat on this play, brought the linebacker on the blitz, and they get to the quarterback.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Play action fake, looking to throw. And he's got his man open downfield. An explosive play. Big gain. Spotted down near the 37. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Going to hand this off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the line.
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
13 on the play. Third down coming up.
After consecutive losses, he did a miracle here on third and a mile. Secondary up now, trying to jam his receiver. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Deep shot caught inside the 15. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9. Offense racing down the field. It sets up a first and goal inside the 10. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. Defensive coordinator looking to bring some pressure. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. And he'll be brought down.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Has no one to throw to there on 3rd down. And now it's a 4th down coming up. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Returner looking to make a play here. And they've got the returner corralled. The out-of-state offense goes back on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. Ball carrier tackled there. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Now it's 2nd down here. Back in motion now. Gets the first and still running. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Go at the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receiver's willingness to be a part of that. And a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Tried to use his legs to make the 1st down, couldn't get there, and now it's a 4th down call. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he's swarmed with a pass rush, a sack to end this drive.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback.
Touchdown, Dogs! This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So the Appalachian State offense back out on the field now. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Important 2nd down play coming up. There's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. He's got a receiver wide open here. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Makes a quick catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Out of the gun now on third down. Makes a quick grab. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Looking to throw it on first down. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Will he score here? He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. The offense still out there. They're going for two here. From the shotgun, drops back, and it's caught in the end zone for a two-point conversion to cut into this lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. But he's got some space here. Picks up some blocks. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Georgia. He'll stroll into the end zone. That is an unforgettable moment for that kick return. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He slings this one deep down the left side. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Time running down, just one play left here in the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target. But this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. And the pass ball is incomplete on the final play of this first half.
That's the end of the first half.
The Dogs will kick this away to start the second half. He'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The App State offense goes back on the field. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. Here comes the up-tempo offense. First down, looking to throw the football. QB to the tight end for a completion. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. That pass is caught. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Roughing the pass. Defense.
Very late hit on the quarterback. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
Holding. Offense.
Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. It's not the way you want to start. First down and 20 now. The quarterback making some changes at the line. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. For the sack on first down, it's second down.
Well, if you're going to be able to play in the SEC and be a dominant team, you have to have defensive linemen like this.
Fired into a tight window and picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical intercept.
Touchdown, Bulldogs. And the route is on. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the Appalachian State offense back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. First down here for this offense. Look at out throwing here to start the drive. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. Short loss in the play sets up second and long from the 18.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
An outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, the quarterback was noticeably hurried on that play. Great pass rushes don't have to get to the quarterback to affect the play. That was a great example of it there.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Dogs. And this one is getting ugly. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
The App State offense goes back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Wideouts now clustered. On first and 10, looking to throw. Rifles this football to the left. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work for 4 and 4. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a pretty good effort by this defense to come up with that loss. Let's face it, it has been a really long game for these guys, but I love that they've not given up and they're still out there fighting.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Tackle made after just a short gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Touchdown, Georgia. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Well, that's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver. He gave a nice stem to the outside before he went to the post. Perfect timing, tough to defend, and an easy touchdown for this offense.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So the Appalachian State offense back out on the field now. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Pressure.
Quarterback is taken down.
8-yard line. 2nd and long, backed up at the 8-yard line.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the 1st down. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the 1st down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
The offense couldn't convert on 4th down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. 1st down and 10.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the 1st down.
That falls incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Look at this. He'll go deep again. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw it again. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. 4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? And it's intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
But it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Running back has it on a screen now. Defense flies in to make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. The offense was given a short field. Now can the defense come up with a huge stop here on third down? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. That one is knocked away and incomplete. Good defensive play on the last play of the third quarter. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. These playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle. The shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here so far. So let's get back to the action. 1 quarter away. What would be an impressive CFP statement. And the first play of the final quarter will be a field goal attempt. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance. And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Return begins inside the 10. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The App State offense goes back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught quickly. Right down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. Looking to throw it on first down. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. And he'll set up to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And they'll get him down that time. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's got it near the end zone. And he can't make it in, and defense forces him out at the 1-yard line. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, App State. Now the offense will go for a 2-point conversion. Offense looking to throw the ball. They pressure him and get him on fourth down. There is a flag, but I think this sack is going to stand. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
For the defense coordinator this week, always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. It's a quarterback keeper. And he's got it already past the first down marker. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now.
First down for the offense.
The shotgun running play call. Ball carrier running through tackles. And they stop him just short of the defense, really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. And the defense bringing out some big bodies to stop the run. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. QB decides to keep it here. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And the beatdown continues.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Point after, up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So the Appalachian State offense back out on the field now. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. On the run, going to heave it downfield.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Defense is coming after him. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down. No huddle now for the offense. Looking to chuck it again. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down. And the drive has reached the all-important red zone. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Second down, we're going to throw it. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting, man. I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he gets into the end zone to make the score look slightly more respectable. I believe they're going to line up here to go for the onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. And of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Touchdown, Dogs. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The App State offense goes back on the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Big gain, moves the ball across midfield to the 45. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play.
On the junior, gets home making a sack there. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. It's caught downfield. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for the wide out. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return. Tackled at the 17, but a big interception for this defense.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. In these playoff games, it's win or go home. So one side